Hello! I am Samurai Jack, and here we are with some Team IQ versus Team One Less action, and we're getting right into it. We got the draft link, and we are all ready to go. Well, almost all ready to go. Okay, let's get my cube out of there. Did I tell him to ready? All right, here we go. Let's see, IQ versus 1. Do I have the team set right? No, I do not. Okay, there we go. All right, bands coming in fast. Lily and Tristana bands for Team IQ. It's not surprising. Vivian Desu plays Lily every time it's open, and for good reason, because it's OP as hell. I do have the right scene on, right? Yes. Okay. All right, I kind of got started in a hurry here. I wasn't 100% ready when they said to go, but all right. It looks like it's going to be the Rel ban for IQ as well. That is Vivian's other main jungler, so he's going to have to pick something different this game. And for the side of One Less, looks like it is Janna, Smolder, and Taliyah bans. I am not super familiar with what Team IQ plays, so I will assume that those are smart bans. And then Karma, first pick for IQ. It's very smart. Karma's very, very OP right now. Very high priority pick. Looks like it's going to be the Sejuani locked in for Vivian. Looks like we might see a more melee-heavy comp for Team One Less this time around. They do have a sub this game. Vixperion is not available, so Dunivan, one of the league commissioners and members of One Less, is going to sub in for him. Might be a bit of a tough go for him. Vixperion's one of the best mids in Beer League this season. So he's Dooney's going to have some big shoes to fill. But One Less is a good team, so we'll see how they do it. All right, then the Nautilus second pick, Nautilus support. That's a good pick to go with Sejuani. I like that. Well, looks like Sivir, or they decided they don't want to get caught out by that, and they picked the Sivir. I think that's smart. Sivir Karma is a really nasty combo. You can just zoom away from everything. And then the Ornn coming in for the top lane. I like that too. I like that a lot. Okay. Looks like it's going to be Olaf for You Just Got Slapped today. I like that as well. That's a very good pick with Sejuani. Obviously, because he can not get CC'd and get applying her stun. Any sort of dive buddy to help lock down enemies for Olaf is a really good idea. So far, I really like One Less's comp. Although I actually like IQ's as well. They have a very good anti-dive comp so far, or at least kiting comp. Looks like Fiddlesticks ban. Yasuo ban. Okay, they don't want Wandering Monarch playing Yasuo bot lane. I guess that makes sense. It looks like they're going for a melee heavy team. They'd probably go full melee team if they left that open. But then the Bel'Veth ban. Okay. And then Nyla ban. Interesting. I'm not sure if Wandering Monarch has ever played Nyla, but I guess that is the other melee ADC option in bot lane. So, I'd really like to see a Swain pick here for One Less. I'd like to see Swain for Wandering Monarch. Let's see if he figures it out, or see if he agrees with my line of thought. Really like to see Swain. Jhin pick. Interesting. Okay, I mean, if I had to pick an ADC to go with this team, I like Jhin, because Jhin is a speedy boy. And his ulti can help slow people for the rest of the team to run him down as well. So I don't hate that pick. I still would prefer the Swain, but I think Jhin is fine. I suppose they could play Swain mid as well. I don't know if Dunny plays it. I don't know what mids Dunny plays at all. So I guess I will find out shortly. Ooh, and the Taric pick for the support. Yeah, so that is indeed a Karma mid for IQ, and then Taric support. I like that a lot. Taric support's very good against these heavy dive comps, that big invulnerability and the stuns and the heals and the armor and all that good stuff. Oh my god, alright, hold on a second. And then it looks like it's going to be the Udyr jungle last pick for IQ. My co-caster Fusro is being a bit of a bum right now, so I'm having to flame him to tell him to get his ass over here. Oh, and it looks like it's going to be the Cassiopeia last pick for one. I like that as well. Cassiopeia can kind of run with the rest of the team, and it has a nice bit of AP DPS. I guess this is what looks like to be a very tanky team IQ. Alright, we're getting into Champion Select. Let's see. I don't know if you guys can see that. I don't know, I don't know if you guys can actually see Champion Select on that. It's not... I guess I could do this. Oh yeah, you can, okay. Well, you already see what... you'll see the draft they already did, but... Of course, we will have a 3-minute spectator delay before the game starts. Hopefully that will give Jeff enough time to get out of the gym and get up here and do his job. Let me get my phone here so I can stream on my phone, so I can see the chat from all of you lovely people. Okay. Got to get a pump in before casting. I mean, I haven't been. Maybe I should. But it's well known that Fusro doesn't know how time works. That's why he's late. He's like, he knows the game starts at 5:30, but or 7:30, but he's like, what if I don't show up until 5:45 or 7:45 or it's 5:30 for me, but you know what I mean. Oh yeah, you can see that real clear on there. Okay. I don't have a second monitor like a lot of these fancy-pantsy streamers do, so I have to have the stream open on my phone to see what it looks like. Typical Fusro. Late to games, late to smite, just late. Another 5 minutes, he says. This guy. That's okay. All right, and while we're waiting for we'll make it just to have our minion clash. Yeah, there you go, see? Depending on how long it takes him to run upstairs and whether or not he understands how long 5 minutes is. All right, well, while we wait for the this and then the 3-minute spectator delay, I will go ahead and switch back to the starting soon screen, and I will see you guys in about 4 or 5 minutes. What's up, Vix? You may not be playing, but you're here to watch. Good, sir. I wanted to sub for you, but your team can't afford me. I'm too expensive. One with a real mid laner, right? And not just this guy who just feeds all the time. Worst part of the vacation is watching them play without me. That's tough, dude. Well, yeah, that's tough. Well, that's right, because you're a teacher, so you have spring break off. That makes sense. That makes sense. It got me into the loading screen a little early, but the loading bar is stuck at 0%, so we'll see if it decides to load the game for me or not. Look at Poral. You can't see it yet, but Poral Vivian here. No skin for Sejuani. 2.04 good Sejuani skin. Kids old enough for the real roller coasters. Yeah, that's when it gets fun, right? You get to go on the more intense adult rides once the kids get older. Okay. And we are in game. So let me go ahead and switch scenes over here. Make sure that looks Sivir Karma looks really annoying. Yes, it does. Although it's actually Karma Tarek bot, but yeah. All right, here we go. Looks like pingers are going out already. Nautilus is taking his sweet time. Come on, Mr. Chin, we gotta go.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Classic Rihi being toxic in the chat. Good luck, have fun. The hell game he thinks he is. Thinks this is, bro. This is League of Legends. All that matters is winning and flaming. Ooh, looks like Team 1 might be looking for some cheese level 1 here. I don't think they've been seen yet. They might try to move in. Okay. Nope. It decided against it.
Minions have spawned.
Alright, looks like both junglers are going to start bot side. Although Sejuani might be starting with... Oh, interesting. It looks like he's going to do Wolf Blue Gromp. I've never seen a Sejuani clear do that before. Interesting.
Now it's yours.
Oh, they kind of move some guys around. Rigi's going to be jungling with Udyr. Normally they're top. Interesting. Ooh, looks like one less is going to be trying to cheat in the bush here with the Nautilus Gen level 1. I like this. Nautilus Gen level 1 is very good, although obviously the Udyr is here, so he's going to be able to rotate over to this play. And Nautilus is taking a lot of damage. He's going to need to flash out here. He probably should have flashed already, but no, he's going to go down. And Udyr's going to go ahead and pop his ghost and run down the Jhin as well, but he should be okay. Yeah, they got the cheese ambush that they wanted, but they weren't able to get a kill before Udyr showed up, so it kind of blew up in their faces. Unfortunate. Oh, and here he is! Our boy,
Here he is.
Mr. Fusro, a.k.a. Jeff. My fellow SDSD member and good friend and shitty jungler.
Whoa. I don't know about good friend.
Notice he doesn't contest the shitty jungler part.
You know, lowest in the league, 18 years in a row. What are you going to do?
Hopefully. I would have thought get good, but apparently not.
No, definitely not.
Looks like
Try again.
Yeah, looks like Sejuani's going to try to gank in the bot lane here. They're going to get the stun up on the Taric, and I guess he's decided he's just going to die. He could have maybe flashed and lived, but he probably would have gotten it anyway. He probably would have died anyway, even with the flash. So, good on him for saving that. Might want to turn Mr. Fusro down a bit. Yeah, I know audio balancing is a little messy when I have multiple people here. So let me...
Turn me down in the casting channel.
Yeah. There we go. Turn you down quite a bit. All right. There we go. All right, that should be better. Okay. Oh, yeah. Oh my God, I'm forgetting my part too. I need to actually stream the game so that Jeff can see it.
I was trying to keep it on the DL.
It's my fault. I've been flaming you this whole time. It's okay. So, plus they can see it pop up on my computer anyway on the stream. So.
Oh man, someone in mid lane has read the meta.
Yeah, Karma mid. Ew. Gross.
Never seen that one before.
Nope. Can't stand listening to that guy, especially that loud. I agree, SDK. So Fusro is. No, I can't. No,
Move my mic away from your head.
No, I like Fusro. He's a good guy. I don't say it often because he doesn't deserve it, but yeah. Anyway, enough flaming him. Save that for later on my own time. Yeah, so when I was casting with Vix, I mostly did most of the talking. He would just chime in once in a while with stuff to say. I figure that we could probably just do the same here, unless you want to do something different for some
I'll
reason.
just talk over you a bunch.
Oh, okay, that works too. Fusro is kind of based. Glad, but don't tell him I said that. Okay, I won't.
Oh.
Ooh, looks like a fight breaking out in the bot lane here, but the Taric does go down. The
Jube is outnumbered now.
Yeah, Nautilus was able to get away before going down. Yeah, I don't think... I think they picked that fight, and it looked like they shouldn't have. Because they lost pretty decisively.
Did you already go through current standings for the teams?
No, I had to, they kind of rushed it on me. They were, ready for draft, and I'm like, oh, shit, okay, yeah. And I turned on stream, and I immediately went into it, so...
I know, I figured I'd at least get 15 more minutes of the gym, and you're like, well, let's fucking go.
No, I did not. In terms of standings, I know that IQ is at the bottom. They have 3 points. They've had a very rough season, other than when they swept us in week 1. But
Anything we can do to keep people engaged, you know?
yeah, exactly. I think one less is probably a little bit of a middle attack. I think. I should have really looked that up during the.
I think they have 8 points. I was looking at it earlier. I'll pull it up right now.
Yeah, there you go. See,
Take another gander.
thanks, finally, you're good for something.
Yep. Current standings.
In terms of CS, everyone's looking really even so far.
Yeah, let's see. One less currently with 8 points. They
Just went
are
and sold the
in.
Void Grubs while we were blabbing. Good on him. Udyr has
They are in 6th place out of 10.
They're in 6th place out of 10?
Yep.
Okay, interesting.
With IQ in last.
Yes, yes indeed.
Except there's only 9 teams because I don't know how to count.
True. So, what place does that make one then? 5th?
No, 6 out of 9.
Okay, 6 out of 9, got it. So they're right ahead of DGP, right?
Correct. Yep.
And then we're right behind them.
Yeah. Someone's got to start from the bottom so we can get here. So.
There you go. And we're too busy talking about standings to notice objectives. Both First Grubs and Dragon have been taken by IQ and 1 respectively.
Yeah, I don't know how sold I am on the grub hype. Everybody was real excited about it as the new thing for the season, but more
I like
and more,
grubs,
I'm like,
but I don't think they're worth inting the game over. Like they're not like so crazy that you have to like risk losing the game to get them. I feel like they're
Yeah,
kind of
and
a
you see
win-more
a-
objective in a lot of ways.
yeah, and you see a lot of early skirmishes over them where one team wins the fight, starts taking the grubs, and death timers are so short that the other team comes back, kills them, and sweeps them anyway. So it definitely makes things a little chancy. Ooh,
Ooh,
Dunny just barely misses that ult.
yeah,
Gets it slightly on the side.
we might be getting a fight in the top lane here either. Yep, I feel like he should be going for this. Yeah, yeah, get him, boy, get him all up. Go on. I feel like he should have popped his ulti by now and get that extra damage, but yeah, maybe he probably didn't have the damage to kill him.
Yeah,
my
but
God,
he's got
that
him in a
Carrot's
pretty
skin is so
dominant
loud.
position.
Never falter.
The character yelling 4 and the player yelling 9. That's funny. But yeah, no,
Out even in gold.
I think also regarding the grubs, I think not every team should prioritize them equally because teams do them at vastly differing speeds. So
Oh, we might have some
might have a
action down on the bot side of the
You
map
know what,
here in a second.
I'm gonna actually control the camera here now because it's giving me fucking motion sickness with how often it's panning on the map. And I get scatterbrained every time it moves. We do have Dragon coming up a couple minutes and Grubs, second Grub's coming up in a minute and a half. So I expect both teams will try to start to get in position. I assume IQ will try to get these 6 Grubs. Obviously, they have the most value to get all of them. Getting through grubs is nice. It might give you an extra plate or 2, but when you get that full 6, then things start to get really fun with it. And yeah, it looks like Ornn does not have TP, so he might just kind of be trapped under this tower. I think if I'm slapped here, I literally just keep shoving this and keep him in this lane until it's time for grubs to
Oh
score.
yeah,
and
here
then
comes.
TP back.
He's looking for the axe just to keep him from backing.
Oh, and he's got Cassiopeia.
Dunny's
here
coming
looking
up
for
to
a
try to
dive.
help as well. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it looks like he's going to let him go, though. I think of a bit of a macro misplay there. I think he needed to shove that.
Yeah. Take that turret shot.
Yep.
Take it straight to the face. Get the axe off.
Looks like Jin pops the ghost here. I think they should definitely fight while they have this ghost active, and yes, they will. They can go ahead and pull out the ulti, but he's not going to be able to finish off the Taric.
no.
Will he get the Sivir, though? No, he misses that 4th shot. But this Taric
Z
is very,
can
very
knock
dead.
out. Yeah.
So he's going to go ahead and go down.
Never
It looks like Sejuani's going to go for a gank on the mid, but Karma is unyankable. So, although if she walks right into the Sejuani, maybe she isn't ungankable. That's
gotta
Karma
love that.
players for you, bro. They feel so
Yeah.
invincible. They just walk right up to
Yeah.
junglers that are...
So
that are-
much confidence.
Yep. And it looks like Rihi on the Udyr is going to try to chase out this Sejuani with the help of Karma, so you can try to secure these grubs. But
Yeah, you
Olaf is
gotta be
coming in,
careful here, though.
and Ornn is kind of stuck way up in the lane.
And this early game Udyr is just so weak. That's not a
Yeah.
fight that you can win, my friend.
Yeah, I mean, Kucha Swift is
Richie,
blasting
no.
one. Yeah, I mean, they're kind of going for him. It looks like they're going to let... Oh, no, looks like they're going to go for the play. Oh, they're going to push him out, but Ornn's going to rotate down. He uses his ult a bit early, though, so it doesn't really do much. I think they have to concede to these. If this comes to a full fight, one is going to clean them very easily. And, yep, it looks like IQ realizes that, and Udyr says, I'm going to go do something else.
Yeah.
Going to go farming jungle. So, smart on him.
Looks like he's gonna go for that Drake actually.
Yeah, he
He's
is.
got bot lane starting to come up for it as well.
Yeah, kind of caught the one less bot lane rotating, so they're going to actually be able to trade Scrubs for a Dragon, but it looks like they were just going to get up for free. Although, they are taking their sweet time actually getting these grubs because they're trying to go for this Karma, but again, Karma ungankable. They do get the Sejuani slow down, and the Olaf ult is coming in. They're running her down, but ooh, he doesn't like his chance much to finish her off, so he has to run up to the tower, and he goes down to the tower. Karma OP, everybody! You play like a freaking idiot. You still get away 1v3 with a kill. Thank God they're nerfing this stupid champion.
Yeah, that's a big feels bad moment there.
And that's a real misplay by one. You can't give up the grub to go chase a kill that you don't even get, you know? Especially since you traded Dragon to get that grub. Like,
Well, and they did get 5, you know, so they do have at least the first version of the buff. But yeah, I think at least now go finish off that last grub and
now see you
take the
missed it,
full
sir.
buff.
It's IQ has 3 and one has 2.
Oh, you're right. I got it twisted in my head. You're right. They just got enough to guarantee they wouldn't get the buff.
Indeed. Which is good. Don't get me wrong, but still should have just taken the third grub instead of trying to kill
Yeah.
Karma.
Or honestly, I thought they were gonna rotate down and try to crash onto that Drake and take a team fight there.
That's true. They could have probably done that. I'm not sure they were even aware it was happening in time to really do that. It looks like just one is
Yeah.
going to go for this final grub now.
Nonetheless, I mean, one is in a pretty dominant position with a 4-0 Jhin, and you've got a Olaf, Nautilus, Sejuani to just frontline everyone for you. That Jhin is gonna have a very fun game.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, 4-0 lead on ADC is always a good time for that ADC. I do wonder how well they're going to be able to dive with the Karma Sivir speed boost and the Taric ulti, but I guess we'll see. And you obviously weren't here for picks and bans, but they banned out both of Vivian's main junglers in Lilia and Rell, so he was forced to go for the Sejuani. So I think they kind of had to change the plans on what they wanted their comp to be.
Yeah, I mean, I always agree with the Lilia ban. I think Rell is a good ban because Vivian just plays it really nicely. But hate to not get to see the Rell jungle in game.
True. True. And yeah, the CS numbers pretty close across the board. Some small leads in the top for one, and the jungle for IQ, but other than that, I mean, most CSs are within 10 or so. And that was a very, very interesting, E forward by the Ornn. And it goes, it works out somehow. I'm not really sure. Looks like they but
Counter engaged.
counter ganking and
This could be good for them.
Yeah, this could
Oh,
be
and a
really
big
good.
Ornn
Yeah,
ult
they're
coming
gonna-
in. Oh yeah.
because one is going to go down. And it looks like, yeah, they're able to catch off the Jhin as well and get that shutdown on the Sivir, too. That basically went perfectly for them.
Oh, that's a big swing in 1 minute.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
They were feeling confident. They said, "We'll just sit through this Taric ult. It'll be fine." And there's enough time for everyone on IQ to respond.
Yep. Yep, well done. And yes, I do see your message about Vivian going by they, which is fine. I've wondered about that ever since I started casting their games, but no one's had an answer for me. So, but they was fine. Although any message you send on my Discord will show up on the stream anyway, so
Oh,
you might as well
so,
just you might
so
as well
much
just
for
tell
me being low key.
Yeah,
My
so
bad.
it's really not. Yeah, it's just it's not like the stream isn't like window locked or whatever, so anything that comes up on my monitor will show up there as well. So if anyone sends me foreign
Copy
gifts
that.
right now, it's gonna show up right on the screen and get my hand.
Oh, can do, my friend.
So please nobody do that now. Thank you.
Please, everybody. As many men as possible.
Oh God. If you're gonna get me banned, at least make it women. Come on.
No, no, no. I want you to enjoy it.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Thank you. You're always thinking about me like that. Thank you.
Looks like we got some nice siege action going on.
Yeah, they did get the Riptail here that we missed somehow.
Will they get a second? Yeah, and they'll get a second charge here.
Yep. Looks like they're not going to stay, though. Looks like they're going to try to rotate this dragon, which is smart.
Yep.
They do have Prio on this because Incarnate is in base at the moment.
And the numbers with Ornn trying to come down from top lane, but very far away. Definitely not going to get there in time.
And they don't really have a way into this pit. Either doesn't have blast. I guess they could try to run in, but that might be very deadly. The Jhin does put it down with the
Yeah,
shot on the
the
dragon.
classic Jhin smite. Yeah.
Yeah, the classic Jhin smite. Ooh, and Karma's coming in.
Love
from
to
the
see
side.
it.
There's
Oh,
a bunch of
big
IQ.
Karma Q.
Ooh, it looks like the IQ is able to kind of get a counter engage thanks to the Karma poke, and they are able to take down Nautilus, but I think that's all they're going to get.
Yeah. Not a bad trade. Stacking dragons, give one death for it. But God, that Karma Q almost ended their whole careers.
Yeah, right. That thing did so much damage. Like, oh my God.
Yeah, once she gets that what's that new item called?
Malignance?
Yeah. That's what I mean. As soon as Karma gets that Malignance online, it's just
Oh yeah.
cancer.
Yep. I think that might have been a little sus TP by Dooney there on the tower. He probably could have gotten dove there, but it looks like they didn't. They just decided to go for it.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
I'll be honest, it's kind of weird saying a food or a Udyr jungle that's not you. I'm so used to you playing it.
I'm gonna go ahead and call Richie and I were playing together earlier, and you know he was thinking of me. I must have inspired him, surely.
Oh, definitely. Well, he even rolls up to play it, so he normally plays top lane. The team might be a pretty smart jungle to play Udyr.
Oh, that also makes sense because they made me play fucking top lane today. So
There you go.
he's getting his practice in. He was ready for it.
Yeah, we had multiple plays going on while we were blabbing. Udyr, or not Udyr, Olaf did get away, I think, while Nautilus did not. It's hard, man. Stuff game keeps happening while people are talking. Sometimes I have to back up because I just talk through like big team fights or whatever. You know?
It's been a jam-packed few minutes though. We went from 4-2 to 7-4.
Yeah, pretty. Probably
But-
it's like 3 or 4 minutes. Yeah.
Both teams making some good plays though. I mean,
Yeah.
one's stacking the dragons, so they definitely have given some kills, but they're getting the counterplay in where they can.
True. You just have to make sure you don't get so many give up so many kills that by the time it's time to get soul, you're not too weak to do it. You know. That is the downside
Yeah.
of trading kills for dragons, is that you can't get that fourth one. It kind of ruins the whole strategy. Looks like they're going to catch up the character of the Nautilus hook. Carrick does not have ulti here, and then the Shwani comes in from the side. And go ahead, this Carrick is definitely going to go down. Ornn does come in from top lane, he puts down the ulti. A lot of damage coming on the Nautilus. He's going to go down, and while everybody's converging in this mid lane fight, the Cassiopeia does land on the Karma. And Olaf wants to go in, but he's just getting kited and damaged too hard. Olaf's going hard in on the Cassiopeia, and Cassiopeia's going to go down. And then the Karma stun is going to land on the Olaf.
Oh,
He's going to
no.
go down as well. No, he gets the health shield and is able to kind of kite away, but I think he's going to end up going down here. I don't think he can get away.
Yeah, he's got a Sedge over the top.
Yeah, he does have a
He's
shield
in-
over the top, but ooh, yeah, and Sedge blast lands over and then has to queue back over in order to get away. And yeah, Olaf is just desperately trying to stay away from this Karma, but he's kind of running out of real estate. Yep. Karma doesn't even mess with the Q. He's like, I'm going to put the W on you. You can't miss that.
Yeah, I gotta say, just based on team comp alone, I mean, you've got Ornn, Udyr, Karma, Sivir. I don't like one's chances in this if this game goes another 10 minutes.
I know one went 3 straight melee champions to start their draft, so they kind of like signaled really early on what they were doing. And IQ did a really good job of drafting a counter to that in terms of this really fast, tidy comp. Because that's the counter to Olaf, right? You just run faster than him. Doesn't
Well,
matter if he's immune to
and I mean,
CC
you see in these engages, they're getting some strong engages, but
They're
you've
still-
got
yeah.
a beefy Taric with a beefy Taric ult to slap on top of it. You got Karma shields. You've got all this poke. They're not able to burst the target that they're jumping on, and it turns into a counter gank, a counter team fight.
Mm-hmm. And look at that. Sivir went Lord Dominic's second item. So she really wants to burn through those tanks as fast as possible. Interesting. She actually got to her second item before Jhin, despite Jin's hot start. That's tough. That's tough for
Yeah.
the one less bot lane. Cass and Sedge need to chain their ults, hard combo. Yeah, I agree with that. You definitely need to get those working together. You got a nice paved runway for the rest of one less to move in. The dragon is about to spawn here in 10 seconds. IQ did have position on it, but they seem to have given it up for some reason. So now one's going to be able to move it and get on position.
Ornn does have that TP
Yes,
available.
Ornn does have that TP top, so you can definitely Ornn TP in for some kind of flank play here.
I
Looks like
think
they might be trying to fight here beforehand. Ooh, a bit of a premature ult by.
here comes that TP.
Vivian.
Oh,
That's
beautiful
fantastic
TP into the
flank.
back line.
Yeah. I don't know
He's
about
just-
this. I don't know about this focus
I
on
don't
the
know
Olaf,
about
but-
chasing the Olaf, but
But
the rest
yeah,
of his
I mean-
team is getting on it.
Well, looks like Dunny's going to go down there. No, he was saved by the Nautilus Ultimate, so he's going to be able to... At least he's not down, but he's going to be able to cover some damage. He has to be careful. Although he has to dodge all those Sivir abilities. And Jhin was able to fight around in the jungle to come back and help the Olaf. God, this fight is so disjointed.
Oh my
Cassiopeia does
goodness.
finally go down. They get some CC on the Taric. Is he going to go down? No. And so is... the Nautilus and Sejuani both go down, and now the Jin's gonna have to run for his life because his team is all dead, and he's gonna get out, but they are gonna give up this dragon, which was very unfortunate. Very unfortunate for them. That was a very disjointed fight. It was kind of like 2 different team fights.
And just so long.
Yeah, so long.
They
I mean, that
I
fight
ju- I
lasted
just
what,
don't-
like 15 seconds? Like at least. Like that one for a
at
long
least
time.
I just don't think they can compete with the sustained Karma shields and Taric heals over time.
No, I don't think they can either. At least not yet. I mean, maybe once this Cassiopeia gets really scaled, but he's had a bit of a slow start on the Cass 0-2-0. His farm is not that great either, so he's definitely.
Well,
I mean, everybody's farm in general.
And,
is not that
and
great.
look how much scaling you've got on the other side of the map.
Yeah. Yeah, Karma's already got her 2 items here. Leandri's Karma. Makes sense against this tanky team. Baron is up now.
Yeah.
I think both teams probably have a pretty fast Baron clear, so we might see a Baron rush at some point this game. We'll see.
Yeah. IQ's starting to get a decent gold lead, up a little over 4K right now.
Yeah. So the only lane of one left to get ahead right now is the top lane just a little bit. It looks like there's a couple fights happening here. They are able to catch up the Nautilus there in the river, and they are able to get a gank up simultaneously on the Olaf in the top lane as well. He does have Sejuani coming, but I think she's going to be a
It's
little
too little
out.
too late, yeah.
So she's going to have to just gallop
Fortunate.
on away, although I'm not sure if she can. He's got that Uvir perma slow on him. And yeah, he just keeps getting stunned. I don't think Sejuani's getting away. Well,
Oh,
no. Got his
that was
Q up just in time.
well played by Vivian there.
Yeah.
Got the stun off just enough to get out of the actual character size of the Udyr
Yeah,
so
he could
that
Q away,
we could
yeah.
dash out.
Yeah. Yeah, for those of you who don't play Sejuani, Sejuani's Q dash hitbox is massive, which is usually a good thing to make it easy to hit on enemies. But when you're trying to get away, that could be a bit of a problem because it's super easy for you to be body blocked. It looks like one bot lane is going for a play here. The IQ bot lane says they're happy to take this play. Ooh, that was a good ulti by Sejuani, but the Taric did have flash. They are going to keep going on the play, though. The Olaf does continue from the side. They are able to take on Sivir. That's a huge shutdown for the Olaf
That's
there.
a big shutdown.
The Cassiopeia and the Jhin are able to come
Oh,
in
and
the
here
side as
comes
well.
that Baron rush you're looking for.
Yep, they're going to try.
Oh yeah, they're going straight for it.
Yep, they do have 2 people in position here. They're pretty tanky that can
And
stall.
Karma's rotating up. If this Karma gets here, these are going to be some big, beefy Qs.
Yep. Yeah, Karma's a very scary champion to try to Baron against because she'll just keep answer queuing your team while you're doing it.
I don't know that they can clear this.
Yeah, they're DPSing it pretty fast, but IQ is moving in. It does land a pretty good Cassiopeia ult. They gotta hurry up and get this down.
Gonna be a contested smite.
Oh, but the
And the steal!
Oh my goodness! And now they are gonna. Looks like they are gonna lose a couple of their guys for it, but they did manage to steal the Baron. So well played by IQ. They gave up position on the Baron, but they were able to get in and get the steal anyway. And it looks like
Great steal by Richie.
looks like Vivian may have smited just a little bit early. I think I saw the Baron at like 50 HP there. I think it actually just died to Udyr ambient AoE. He didn't even smite it, I don't think.
Hey, that's Udyr privilege right there. I'm here for it.
Yeah. Well, that's the danger of smiting early, is that if they have any sort of damage on it, they basically guarantee get it. Yeah, it looks like the Nautilus does kind of go out.
There goes
not
Mr.
sure.
Nautilus again. Yeah.
And Nautilus has been having a real rough game so far. He's,
Well, when you're playing an engaged champion and you don't have good opportunity to engage, it makes for a rough game.
true. But I
Oh,
think
this
he's-
Karma might be caught out here.
Yep.
Nope, she's doing Karma things.
Doing Karma things. Yeah, not able to get quite enough CC on her, and she did get. She went for the Mercury Treads as well, just for the extra uncatchableness, which is smart, I think.
It is good to see Austin's, getting some kills here though. If
Yeah.
one is gonna have a shot of winning this game, it's gonna be a very scary Olaf just burning through their team.
Oh yeah, I mean, I think he got what 950 gold. on that
Oh
one?
yeah.
Yeah, and then Cassiopeia got a shot down the Warren as well, 600 for the Cass as well. So yeah, they may have given up the Baron, but they did get some big shutdowns in the process. So I don't think all hope is lost for one. They are down about 6,000 gold, which is tough to come back from. The Dragon is coming up in just under 30 seconds. Olaf does not have TP. They might just be conceding this Dragon, which might be the right call.
Yeah, I think you just try to trade for a tower here and get a objective bounty.
Yeah. I
Oh,
would
but
agree with
Nautilus
that.
is in deep.
Unfortunately, the easiest tower to get would be bot, but that's also the most dangerous one. Looks like one has decided they're not conceding this Dragon. They're gonna contest it. And unfortunately, they know the Olaf is there. He's gonna have to ult to escape, and that does not bode well for one. Here comes
Oh,
the
and
Ornn
a big
ulti.
Taric ult coming in the back.
Not the best Ornn ulti, but I don't think they're gonna need it. A lot of damage coming down. The Nautilus goes down, and they are kind of chasing off the Sejuani and the Olaf on the side. I think they're both going to get away, but that means that the carries for one have no protection right now. And the
Oh,
flash,
beautiful flash from Zed.
Flash stuns on the Jhin there, and he goes down. And now the Cassiopeia is here. And he's going to get autoed down by the Sivir. And yeah, the Sivir's so big, he could just win that 1v1
yeah.
easily. Yep.
Sivir is just terrifying after 20 minutes.
Oh yeah, she's got that upgraded Ornn item too. So. No, apparently Riot came out and said the way they made these items is so like ass backwards that they're having a really hard time making new ones, and that's why there's just like not enough of them. It's because they did them in like a really stupid way when they first made Ornn. I don't know what it is with Riot doing things the hard way, but apparently Ornn items are a lot more complicated than they should be. And yeah, poor Nautilus, he's just trying to ward, and he doesn't get to do that.
Yeah, no wards for you.
Yep.
IQ is very good about these team collapses and being together for picks though.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, that's how they beat us, more or less. So.
Yeah, it sounds like the season has been a little bit rough since then, but they definitely are a cohesive unit.
Oh yeah, and I mean, I don't think there's any really bad. I mean, even like I mean, we took the game off SCO, right? So, and they're the best team in the league. I think even the model teams are not that far apart. It's just a lot of it just comes down to slightly better macro, slightly better team play. Who's hot or cold that day, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Anybody can definitely beat anybody in this league at any time.
Well, I'll tell you what, you can't have a comeback without being behind. So
That is true.
I'm thinking it's not over yet.
Yeah, Cassiopeia.
Oh, it's gonna be a
trying to defend the
rough
tower,
day for this
but,
Cassiopeia,
she's
though.
gonna get flanked the whole team. She is able to flash away, but she is gonna end up getting hit by the character on the way out. And Nautilus goes down. Poor Nautilus, bro. I feel so bad. Every time I look, this Nautilus is going down again. Oh my, no. Oh goodness, poor Nautilus. And yeah, YQ might push for the end here with True down on one list here. I don't know if they have the wave here to really stop this. Well, they don't have Baron, so they might just be able to kill these minions. Yeah, they might just take their 2 inhibs and leave. Baron is coming up again in a minute. I don't know if you can really contest it as one from their position with the being weaker and the towers being gone, but you know, doesn't mean they're not going to try. One less does not concede objectives in my experience, basically ever. And they get some pretty crazy contests off during the games I've casted of them, so we'll see.
Well, if there's somewhere you're gonna coin flip an objective when you're behind, it's gonna be that Baron. So
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, even if you get like a steal, you know, just from the gold value alone and stopping the Baron push. Yeah.
yeah, I believe we saw that about 4 minutes ago.
This is one of those 2 ways Nautilus games go. Scorelines like these are just normal Nautilus behavior. That is kind of true. Any tank support really that is kind of like this, yeah.
Well, and at this point, you know, when you're 0-11, if you die again, it's kind of
Yeah.
They made 10 gold. Oh well.
Oh, it looks like Zed just disconnected for a little bit here, and they had to pause. They didn't pause for very long because we didn't see it, but they had to wait a little bit, I guess. Oh, I just realized. Hold on.
Oh, there goes your pause.
Oh, did I not pause it? No, I paused it.
Oh, that's you. You actually paused that.
Yeah. See, I need to mute the client because if you're live casting, the client will make sounds when the game's over. So we don't want to be spoiled on that. So I will turn that off. Although I have a feeling that this game might be over pretty soon.
Yeah, it's certainly possible. I'm curious. I'm curious to see if we see a different tactic in Game 2. I haven't watched a ton of games this season, but from what I've seen, there hasn't been a lot of teams going for split push strategies or anything.
That's true. I think nobody wants to be the team that loses before we have team fight, right? So they just pick team fight comps.
Yeah.
And
but
in terms of comp, one less does not change their draft strategy much as they win or lose. So yeah, rough game for them. Fantastic game for IQ. It started pretty well for one less. Obviously, Jim was up 4-0, but IQ responded in a big way, and they came out and they basically completely took over this game long term. So well done to them.
Yeah, just so many heals, so many shields, so much beef.
Yeah, that's just like an impossible comp to play a heavy melee team against, unless you get really far ahead, which they just didn't get quite far enough. I mean, yeah, look at the damage charts for the 2 carries for Team IQ. Like the Sivir and Karma just do so much damage behind this with this team.
Yeah.
Okay. Why does it say stream is running? Oh, that's the Discord. Okay, sorry. I'm technically streaming twice at the same time, so it's a little confusing, but okay. Let me accept the custom game here. Game lobby is full. Hold on a second here. All right, I'm gonna turn this screen on while I fumble around incompetently. Let me message Dunny here. All right, looks like they were able to fix it. Okay. Okay. So obviously, IQ was blue in Team 1 and 1 was red, so we'll go ahead and switch sides on the stream here. And you will be able to see me do this, Husro, but they will not. The viewers don't get to see the technical side. Okay. And it's very nice that it actually changed the in-game side as well, so they're kind of linked, so I don't do them both every time. Okay. Looks like here. Alright, we'll go open up the draft link. And go ahead and tell them that I'm ready to go and they're ready to go. Oh, and I already had the draft open. Okay. You want to try calling the draft this game, sir? Since I called it myself last time. Hello.
Sure. Yeah, I can do that.
Okay. All right, here we go.
Are
Go
you
for it.
gonna stream it, or do you want me to?
Am I not streaming it? Oh yeah, I forgot. God, I forgot I wasn't.
Just wondering.
Oh my goodness, I forgot I was streaming League itself and not my monitor like I'm supposed to be. Oh no, my God, no! Don't do that. Oh my God, I'm a mess right now. Okay, there we go. Okay, now you can see the draft.
All right. Oh man, we're already banned into oblivion.
Yeah, they go in. They go so fast.
Yeah,
For
they
the draft
they know
compared to
that they're
us.
going for that Lilia Rel ban right out the
And the
gate.
karma. They had enough of the karma in game one.
Well, that's an IQ ban, so they're trying to keep it from getting first
Oh
pick this
yeah.
round.
Oh yeah,
It's
you're
like
right. That's a yeah, right. Good catch.
I think that's a good strat. Ban the ridiculously pushed champ.
Yeah,
Ooh, a Graves pick for one.
and that's got to be for Vivian, right?
I would assume so. I've never seen anyone on that team play Graves before, so I couldn't tell you. But
Yeah, but every jungler knows how to play Graves to some extent, except for you.
uh, yeah, I look. Smoking kills, all right? I can't support that kind of behavior.
Mm.
Oh, and taking that Sivir off the board, I like it. I like it.
Yeah, yeah. IQ running it back on the Sivir. Karma Prio, yep. I mean, if Riot's gonna let Karma be OP as hell, you know, you gotta Prio it, right? Or ban it. One or
Well,
the other.
it's not exactly a complex champion to play either, so
Exactly. I
you
mean,
can kind of have anyone sub in and just pick it up.
yep.
RQ, RQ.
True. With the occasional RW to bait people or RE to win a team fight. Oh, interesting. The Viger lock in for Team One. Wonder if
Could be good. Stop a very speedy Sivir engage.
my intuitions, that's probably for Dunny. I think I've seen him play that before. But I guess we'll see. And the Braum come again. I like that. I think Braum is really underrated. Like I
Agreed.
hate playing against
Yeah.
Braum. Like ever. It's just so it's
Yeah.
so frustrating.
Braum is the big cuck button.
Yep. I think he counters both melee and ranged champions, because ranged obviously because of the shield and whatnot, but he's still a big tanky CC support, so he's good against melee too. So I don't like him. Blind pick Braum, yeah, you're right. He's confident, I guess, or desperate, one or the other.
I'm running it back on the Ornn as well.
Yep.
So I think we can expect to see Richie jungling again then.
You think on the Bel'Veth?
I think that's what we're doing,
I
right?
guess,
Because
yeah. Because
they're
if they're gonna have Ornn again, they'll probably have like what is his name, like Boofy or something? I don't remember exactly, but
yeah, Bucci.
Bucci, yeah, he'll probably run it back
Yeah,
on top.
I think that's Bucci on the Ornn.
And the
It's
Volibear
I mean
ban.
that's a safe pick. We generally see, if you're gonna
Yeah.
you usually take your lower ranked person on the team, stick them on a utility tank, low econ champion top, and just let them AFK the game away until you need the objectives.
Yeah, I like the
Pre-
Volibear ban by IQ. You just got slapped. Has been playing a lot of Volibear top. Volibear top is also kind of busted right now, so I like
So
them.
I've heard.
I like them
Yeah.
taking that away. Unfortunately, you can't do the OP Volibear build in the jungle because it's like full tank, so you just clear too slow. But
Yeah.
but in top lane you can get away with it. And the Sona pick, go for the Sona.
Well,
Sona
the
bot lane.
double support ban for round 2 bans from 1.
Yeah,
They said no more of that Taric nonsense.
yeah. I mean, I don't blame them.
I do like this Zac Braum combo. It's going to be a
Yeah.
top lane Zac, which you would think would be a tank, but I generally see it do the most damage in the game.
Yeah,
But
the Zac, the unkillable tank that one shots you from off the screen.
yeah, well, I mean, we just said one plays the same strat no matter what, right? So they go for that a big engaged team fight, again, they found a new way to do it. They took the Tarek off the board to try to prevent that strategy from falling apart.
And they went with the
And
Ash
they're
too to kind of set up the plays as well. I like that pick a lot.
yeah, they're
And
doubling down.
and
That
they
Ari pick is going to be scary though. Ari's in a pretty scary space at the moment as well.
yes, she is. Yes, Ari's
Do a
very, very
lot of
good.
damage.
Yep, absolutely.
But also, I mean, compared to a Karma,
Yeah,
Ari at
right. I
least you can
mean,
actually kill. So
true, true. Yeah, no, I mean, Ari is also a malignance abuser because it procs every single time you use one of your ult dashes. So,
hmm
and plus it means your ulti's like always up. I remember against that one in our game against what was it game 1 against SCO, and I was laying against the Ari. That Ari's ult was up every time I tried to do anything, even if it was like a minute after she used it. I just couldn't deal with it. But all right, let's go ahead and see if they're ready.
yeah, I think as I love to see a comeback, so I'm gonna take one for game two. I like the Zac Ash engage. I like the delete button on the Vigar. I think
Mm-hmm.
IQ is in a much more vulnerable position this game, missing out on the Taric and the Karma. So I think
Yeah.
they'll actually be burstable this time around.
Yep.
And so I think we'll see some good picks, some good engages.
Oh yeah, for sure. I definitely agree with that. And plus one goes 1-1 every season or every series. It seems like. I feel like I can't remember the last time they did a series or they had a series where they didn't go 1-1. So that's what the name is for, I guess.
That's what it's all about.
Mm. And it looks like they are taking a bit of a break before starting the game here.
Okay, we'll just vamp for a little bit, hype it up.
There you go. But yeah, I agree with that. I one less 10 basically never loses 2 in a row. They're very good at bouncing back. So after a loss, they're although I do think obviously Vexperion's probably their Vexperion does a lot of work for them when they're playing. Lots of deaths aside, he's also he's also a very good.
He does a lot of work no matter which direction
Yeah.
it's in.
Well, I mean, even when he dies a lot, but he also he leads the league in damage per minute for a reason. Like he's doing a lot of
Yeah.
damage, he's doing a lot of carrying.
Yep. You play like you're on crack and you'll certainly do lots of things. That's for sure.
Zac going to go crazy with early bot ganks this game. I got bad news for you, brother. That's a Zac top lane. Sorry,
Yeah,
I'm
that's
looking. I'm
that's
looking at
definitely
chat right now, but
that's definitely not a Zac jungle. That's definitely a Zac top.
if we see a Zac gank bot lane early on, I think something has gone terribly wrong.
Or terribly right.
Or I
I
suppose, I
I'm
suppose.
I'm here for it. Bully the Ornn early, make him back, get a free reset,
Yeah,
sprint bot for the gank, TP back top.
that's
It could
true.
happen.
That's true.
It's possible.
I mean, Bush or
I
Zac could just hide in one of those far back bushes in the lane and lane gank. You know?
I I I really like the Zac pick into the Ornn because you build pure tank, you don't have hardly any risk of dying, and you have enough damage to actually kill the Ornn. So I think that's a great one. As well as obviously you've got both E and ult to disrupt the Ornn ult and make sure that he can't get the knockback,
Exactly. Yeah.
procced.
Yep. Yep.
So I'm into it. I'm excited. I hope we see a very action-packed top lane.
I mean, they might be trading a lot. I don't know if they'll ever be really killing each other, but they're both
Well,
tanks that are also anti-tank because they have all that percent HP damage.
yep.
So they might be scrapping a lot, but I guess we'll see. And I'm actually going to use this break or this waiting period because we got to wait for them to do draft and then wait for a minute for them to lock in and then wait for another 3 minutes for spectator delay. So it'll probably be about 5 minutes before the game actually starts. So I'm going to use this break to go to the restroom. So if you want to flame me a bunch on cast, this is your chance.
Are you gonna like put on like a YouTube video for us to watch or something? Keep us entertained. Just gonna make us watch this spectator delay the whole time?
But what kind of? I mean, are we even allowed to do that? Are you allowed to show YouTube videos on a Twitch stream?
No, probably not. I don't fucking.
I don't know, man. I mean, shoot the shit, bro. Entertain. Do what I do during the downtime.
I'm gonna go pull up the Twitch channel and see what people are saying in the chat.
You
We'll
haven't had that
interact.
open this whole time, brother? Come on.
No, I'm just watching the stream. Just
Ugh,
watching the stream.
this co-caster, bro. I swear to God. Can you tell how little he prepared for this? Man.
Yeah, I can. All right, let's see. Oh, it's Mr. Jello Destroyer.
All right. Well,
All up in this chat.
yeah. I'll be right back. Entertain our guests.
Jello, what's your hot take? What's your spiciest call for this game? What do you see happening? Oh, we've got a one less stand in the chat too. I see you, Mr. Raven. If the game goes past 25 minutes without a 10k gold lead, IQ wins. So your spicy take is that unless something really significantly unlikely happens, you're going to take the 50-50 shot that IQ wins. I don't know if that's the spiciest take I've ever heard, my friend, but I'm here for you and I support you. I'm going to say oh, Raven's calling it the Dooney's Vigar is what's going to pop it off for him. I mean, I do love the burst potential between the Vigar, the Graves, and the Zac Ash ult combos. I think that burst and the ability to actually convert that burst into a kill this game is what's going to be different from last game. But for me, I'm saying that this game is going to be dependent on whether we have a big scary Zac that can engage CC the team and not get exploded. Definitely, yeah. Belveth going to struggle against the Vigar. Yeah, it's very cool to be able to dash 4 times, but less cool when you've got stun walls in a circle around you. Only lane that matters is bot.
All right, I'm back.
I don't.
Chat, did he
I don't.
cave? Let me know if Fusro was getting in trouble over here in a couple minutes.
I was just doing some NSFW while you were gone.
Oh, gotcha.
Ornn Ahri can't win or lose. I don't know that I agree with that. Ahri is in a very, very favorable space right now. She's very strong. And I know you've got baby cages from the Vigar, but Ahri can dash, sit there for 4 seconds, and dash 2 more times. So
And plus getting that another dash every time there's a takedown.
yeah,
I can dash up to like 8 times on a team fight. It's ridiculous.
I personally, I mean, I'm not a mid lane enjoyer, so I could be way off base, but I don't think that Vigar into Ahri is a particularly favorable matchup for the Vigar. So
Probably not. No, I would agree
for
with
me, it's definitely coming down to top lane. Top lane and to some extent possibly the jungle. If the Graves gets fed, which I haven't seen Vivian play Graves, I don't know how they pilot it. I don't know how comfortable they are. But certainly Graves is a champion who has the potential to dominate this game just if he gets fed enough.
Oh yeah, I mean, plus the Ashe too. I mean, Ashe is. Ashe is
I'm
get
I'm
ahead
gonna
of-
say fed Ornn is not a prediction I would take, just because. No offense, but generally your lower ranked person is not the person I expect to pop off super hard. But I mean, we have a Kled on our team that goes ham, even though he's one of our lowest ranked people. So I could be wrong, but Ornn is also a low econ champion, not a ton of individual kill threat. So I'm not predicting the Ornn pop off, but I could be wrong. Maybe that's your spicy take, Mr. Jello. I think we found it.
Yeah. And you just got slapped as the #1 rated top laner in the league. I'm not sure how he pulled off that scam, but not that he's not played well, but he's a 2-point top laner for a reason, right? So clearly he's
Yeah.
fudging the numbers
Yeah.
with the help of.
He pulled the old "I'm the commissioner, I rate myself" trick.
Yeah, there
Ended
you
up
go.
at
See,
2
that's what it
points.
is. It's blatant
That's
corruption. Yep.
if you've seen our team name, you know what we think of the commissioners. So,
Yes, bunch of snakes, tyrants, and
whoa! We can't say that on the stream. Whoa,
no,
easy.
we kid, of course.
Can you take off the draft
Yeah,
overlay?
sorry, let me go ahead and switch over here. There we go.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, Jello, of like why top won't matter, but I'm more so seeing it from the other side. I think that Austin on Zach has a good opportunity to bully the Ornn quite a bit and actually have kill threat. And if we see that happen, then a fed Zach that's got a lot of farm and a couple of kills in the first 15 minutes becomes a big threat to the rest of this team.
I find it interesting that the Sivir doesn't have Ghost.
30
Usually you almost
seconds
always
until
see Ghost on
minions
Sivir
spawn.
just to kind of accentuate that run super fast playstyle, but they opted for the solo queue typical heal ignite, so maybe they want to play a little more aggressive in lane. Kind of like
Yeah,
Urgot.
I don't know that I like that. I think the Ghost is more effective against the Ashe. I mean, I can see
Yeah.
potentially taking Flash to like get out of a Vygar cage or
That
dodge an Ashe ult or dodge a Zac engage, but you're a Sivir, like you have a spell shield. I
Minions
don't
have
yeah.
I
spawned.
don't think you need that plus Flash most of the time.
Yeah, I'd much rather see the Ghost over the heal personally, but
Yeah, I want to see a spell shield or a sidestep on the Zac engage, pop a Ghost, and just run him down with auto attacks for 12 seconds, you know?
yep. It looks like both junglers are going to start bot lane with their leash.
Yeah, pop some early wards out. Look at that, we got some mirrored wards across the map.
Mm-hmm.
Both of our top laners AFK in their own bushes. Total scumbag moves. Love to see it.
And you see the Ornn, they're faking the leash there. Like as if he's... I mean, they obviously know that he's starting bot because of his wards, but the Ornn keeping up the act anyway. Ooh, that read my reset. Ooh, no, Alright. And...
It's not Vivian's first rodeo, don't you worry.
That's true. No,
They got it.
They are a good jungler, don't get me wrong. But Graves can be a little weird if you're not used to it. Because of like the knockback and stuff. But yeah. But yeah, it looks like they got it. They figured it out. Okay. Yeah, I don't think this is a great lane for Vygar, but I don't think Ahri's enough of a kill threat to like zone him that much compared to like a lot of mid lane assassins like Zed and LeBlanc and stuff. So I think Vygar should be able to farm reasonably safely in this matchup, especially since it's a
Yeah.
carry with TP. So
Already seeing that pressure top lane though. Zach's crashing the wave already.
yep.
Oh yeah. Looking for those early trades. And Ornn is not a champion that farms under tower well. Not that he needs a ton of farm, but
And
just
Zach,
not.
Yeah, Zach was trying to get a cheater recall there, but he didn't quite get the wave of the tower, so he had to stop and go back to lane. A little unfortunate for him.
Yeah, and I'm curious to see if we see Richie rotate up.
Yeah.
Oh, misses that Q too.
Yep. No, I've never played Bel'Veth, but you played a bit of it, so you would know more about Bel'Veth mechanics than me.
I haven't played it a ton. I mean, it's meta right now. It's supposed to be decently strong. Personally, not my favorite champion. I think the reason to play Bel'Veth was the passive cheese, and they've kind of not removed it entirely, but definitely reworked it with adding grubs and changing the interaction.
Yeah, plus that E isn't quite as OP early game anymore either, so... I
Yeah.
always hated that, because, like, she could just press E, and, like, she's unkillable, basically. The damage
Oh,
is
and
so
here
high.
comes
Ooh,
the
nice,
Graves gank.
Yeah, nice Graves
Should be able to finish.
Yep, nice flash around
there
in order
it
to
is.
get that kill on the Ahri. Well done.
Yeah,
Nice
and
job by
that's what one less wants to see is some early gold, early econ in this Graves. Oh, but we're about to see a contested Scuttle, and
Oh.
Vivian does not have vision. This could.
If he does
Oh.
end up getting both scuttlers, but yeah, fortunately he's able to get away on the Graves.
Yeah, and a good rotation from the bot lane to come up and just push the Bel'Veth out,
Yep,
get the Graves out safely.
The Graves recover, yep.
Yeah. I like the Graves into the Bel'Veth actually, because Bel'Veth, I mean, is very reliant on abusing your dashes to dodge skill shots and just win the damage war. But you know, Graves says, "Yes, please stand stand in melee range and soak my whole gigantic auto attacks."
Graves, the melee range champion,
Yeah.
the ranged melee champion. However you want to phrase it.
Looks like Belveth is going to rotate up and try to prioritize these grubs after Raptors would be my guess. Graves is on the bot side.
Yeah. Now, how
Wonder.
exactly does the Grubs interact with Belveth now? 'Cause I knew before she got her ult off every single one, which is blatantly OP, but I don't know how it works now. Do you know?
I don't believe she gets anything from grubs. I believe it's only Herald, Baron, and Dragons now.
Okay, maybe this says Void Coil from Epic Monsters. Increase the duration of 180 seconds. Yes, they must have made it so that Void Grubs aren't considered Epic Monsters anymore. And yeah, one is able to go ahead and get this dragon pretty much without contest, although Braum looks like he kind of took a punishment from the dragon doing that. Graves is coming in on another gank on the mid lane. I don't think he's really going to be able to do anything now. Yeah, a little bit of
Oh, but
damage.
just keeping some pressure,
Yeah. Gotta remind
saying,
the
"Hey,
laners that there's a
I'm
jungler
still
around.
here."
Yep.
Yeah.
Still
And
here.
Belveth is now
Ooh.
getting to the grubs, but very late, and this might be a very, very dead Richie here.
Yep.
Zac is coming over the top. Vigar's rotating up. He does have 11 dashes, so that helps, but
Yeah. It looks like
not a good position to be in with the dragon already down.
and all three players are kind of converging in this position, but Zac is kind of under his power because
Yeah, Zac has to get this wave, but he's going to be able to rotate afterwards, and knowing Austin, yep, here he comes.
no, actually, it looks like they might just be conceding it. It looks like Vigar went back mid, and they might just be conceding these grubs. I don't think they like their chances.
Yeah, I think Vivian is a big fan of, hey, as long as we get 2, then I'm not sweating it.
Yeah.
Go hover the grub again though. Did it give the Belveth ult?
Doesn't look like it. Yeah, I'm not seeing any Void Coral on the ground to pick up, although he is only level 5, so that might be why. I guess maybe we'll find out next time. Because Zac goes in
Yeah, that's
on
true.
Velvet, but he gets knocked up.
Oh, but he's got Graves coming on the back, and he has ult. Oh, this is gonna be a big play right here.
Yep. Horse of the Graves coming a little bit to watch, but a fantastic cue by the Zac.
Oh, and there it is.
But
Yep,
Velvet
that's
has to flash
beautiful.
away.
That should. Oh,
A little unfortunate
That was
they
a-
weren't able to finish off that kill, but still. a very
yeah,
good
that
play.
was a great flash by Richie.
And yeah, in terms of CS, very even so far. It looks like everyone's within 5 CS or so. So everyone's doing a good job farming so far and not getting zoned. So well done to everyone. Or poorly done to everyone zoning off CS, depending on how you want to look at it.
Yeah, it's definitely been a little bit more cautious of a game so far, but
But that can change really quickly.
that can change very quickly, as we saw last round.
Last game started pretty slow, and then everyone.
Oh yeah, there it is.
Yep.
Ornn is Zac is having a wonderful time.
Yeah.
He's gonna start to dominate this lane.
And the Ornn does have 2 Ps, and he's going to go ahead and be right back. But Zac is going to get a nice free base because of that. He should be backing right now. He has to know that
And-
Ornn's TP to this lane. So yeah, I think a little bit of a macro misplay here.
Well, I think he wants to get that charge off.
Yeah, maybe he gets the plate. Yeah, he does. Okay, so if the plate's worth giving up the back for, maybe. I'm not sure if I agree with that because now he'll probably have to TP back, or maybe he'll just stay in lane. Maybe he'll
Yeah,
just
I don't know that he needs to reset here. I mean, he's having a pretty easy time with this lane so far. I think he just plays it out.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
I mean, it's not as if Ornn can't shop in
True.
lane anyway, so it's not
Well,
like you're getting a big item advantage off of it.
True.
And Ornn's just passively being zoned off the CS anyway.
And for some reason on the Spectator client, it hovers both the Void Grubs and Rift Herald Timer on top of each other, so you see how it
Oh.
looks weird.
Yeah, I'd love to see that.
You kind of see, you can see it's 150 for Grubs if you look kind of closely, but yeah, I'm not playing Invictus for a while. There's some trading going on.
Good
in the top lane.
good patience there from Austin though. You see he held the second round of the queue until Ornn's immunity fell off.
Yep.
Expect to see this Belveth come up to gank right now, and Austin's probably feeling a little bit too safe because Graves is also topside, but he's a lot less topside than that Belveth.
Yeah. He does have passive if it comes to that, but if you
Yeah.
get caught out hard enough, the passive doesn't matter at all. So
And they see that ward, so she's The Belveth's being patient.
Yep,
Oh,
and they are
here
gonna
comes
enter
the
this
engage.
tank.
Here
Ornn
comes
is-
the engage.
The Ornn is very low though, so he's gonna have to leave this play. They are gonna pop the Zac passive though, so yeah, look. Oh, Graves is coming in. Is he gonna be able to clean anything up here? I feel like we should.
He might get there in time.
He does take down the Ornn, but he might have committed a little bit
No.
too much for it. He's probably just gonna
Oh,
go
yeah.
Belveth in return.
Gets it. Yeah, the empowered form Belveth. Oh, I think Richie needed to stay on that. I think you win that, bud.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think he needed to go for that.
Graves was full cooldowns on everything.
I would have liked to have just seen the Graves ult to secure this kill, but it might not have been enough because it is an Ornn.
Yeah, I think
he committed so.
I think
many
Vivian
kills.
needed to commit exactly that much to get the Ornn kill, but
Yeah, you may be right. But
I also think maybe you just stand there and dump your whole load on the Belveth and try to get Zac through the passive to get back up.
that's true. Yeah, that is true. And yeah, both objectives are about to come up here. And both bot lanes are kind of trying to jockey their position. They do have the.
A summoner has
I-
And Belveth is going straight for those grubs, and it looks like Graves is going bot side again.
Oh, Vivian did DC for a little bit there, but it looks like they're back. So they don't because well, it must have taken them a little while because we have the spectator delay, right? So if the pause is longer than 3 minutes, or if the pause is less than 3 minutes, we'll start again right away. This one, he must have been gone for a while, at least 3 minutes. And you remember our
Is that how that works?
yeah, so if they pause, because we're behind by 3 minutes, so if they pause in game, but it's less than 3 minutes, it'll just immediately unpause. And we won't even notice it because we had to wait a little bit. I guess it took him a little, or it took Vivian a little bit to get back to their computer, I guess. Maybe they crashed.
Yeah.
So,
Either way, IQ getting
yeah, looks
another round of grubs.
yeah, and yeah, I'm still not seeing any Void Coral, so I guess they just don't give Void Coral anymore. Which is
Yeah,
probably
no,
for
I
the
think it's-
best with how easy.
I think it's only Rift and Drake.
Yeah,
One's looking to take this dragon as a trade, but they are getting collapsed on, and it is.
looks like they don't. Yeah, they don't have quite the firepower to stop them though. So yeah, and I'm gonna force him out here. And Vivian's going hard on this Ari. He did not appreciate the Ari coming in there to try to contest that. But yeah, I'm sorry. I'm gonna keep switching between he and Day just inadvertently because it's Graves. But it's also Day
Yeah,
for
what are you gonna
Vivian.
do?
So-
It's a champion.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I usually just prefer by the champion rather than the player, unless I don't. So nothing personal, I promise. It's just kind of my how my brain is wired. I just kind of switch between the player and the champion on a moment-to-moment basis. There's no real logic behind it. But and yeah, there was a weird little stutter there. I don't know what that was about. Really hoping the reap or the spectator doesn't crash because that makes things a lot more complicated for us as cat players.
Yeah.
I know they weren't able to do live spectates for a while early in the season because they just kept crashing. But I haven't had one crash since. I started doing them.
Yeah, I think they fixed that a little bit ago.
Yeah. Vygar does have his Roa, which is it's good to see that Dunny has done his research. Apparently, Vygar is way better if you go Roa first compared to anything else. So Dooney has done his research to understand the meta build.
Ooh, and a good cage and gets the stun.
And gets a nice bit of chunk and some extra stacks.
Yeah, good little chunk. Oh, and the second Q,
Yep.
that's a you better reset because if you get caged again, you're goner.
I mean, honestly, a Q ulti might be enough to kill the Ahri at this point.
Not with that health pot ticking, I don't think, but
Yeah, and Belveth is going
pretty
for
close.
the gank here. The flash Nagath on the Ashe. The Ashe really needed to flash that, but she is going to be able to get out. I guess Ghost was enough. Okay. Okay, fair enough. Ghost better than
Yeah,
Ghost better
I
than
mean,
Flash. Yeah.
Braum is Braum, you know.
And while we were busy, Vygar decided to get good on that kill. It looks like I backed up a little bit. He did get another stun here. Yep. Now Ari's
Yeah.
low enough that he's going to be a flash QR angle. Let's see it, Dunny. Oh,
Come on, do the thing.
Q flash R, kind of close, kind of similar. I would have liked to have seen a bit more style from Dunny there, do it all in one motion, but I guess it's less risky to hit the Q first.
Yeah, you got to make sure you're gonna land it. You know, I respect it. I like the play call. He's playing from Amsterdam, man. He's doing what he can. All right.
That's true.
Take it
That's
easy.
true. He's playing on what, like 140 ping or some nonsense.
At least.
And we had a Graves gank here. By
A nice gank bot gets a kill onto the Ashe.
Yep. Yep. And yeah, we can see
I mean,
their
it's
chat.
another strong start for one, but
Yeah.
you know, we've seen that before. So
I've seen a lot of big swings in one game both ways. This is either poor starts they rally around because they're really good at playing together as a team. So even if they fall behind, they can often make it work anyway. But also a lot of times they'll start strong and then have trouble holding it. So there's been a lot of lead blowing, in Beer League this season, and we on STSD are proud to have contributed to that. We have blown many a lead over the course of this season. Ooh, and it looks like they're going to be able to catch up the art here, although not quite stunned long enough to land the spells. And now they are trying to go for this Rift Herald here to deny, not only to get the Rift Herald, but to deny the form to the Bel'Veth, which is smart. And there's no real other objectives at the moment, so they can commit a lot to contesting these.
yeah, and IQ not able to respond with Ornn walking back from base right now.
It looks like a fight's breaking out here in the bottom lane as well, but nope, looks like, well, I mean, they're both tap dancing a lot down here for this play. I think Crimson's a little bit too far forward here. I guess someone doesn't have ulti, but I guess...
Shades of Nautilus.
Yeah, right. I mean,
Back away.
He's deathless so far in 15 minutes, so that's already a huge improvement compared to the last game. So I also think Braum's a lot safer champion than a lot of tank supports because he can jump to allies and put up the shield. So another reason why I think Braum is really good because he's just safer.
We got some action top lane there.
Yep.
Go top, go top.
But good luck ganking a Zac ever. Oh, it looks like he's going to turn around and go for the counter again. He lands and stops the Ornn dash. And Graves going in, but he's kind of getting swarmed by this Bel'Veth. I'm not sure. He has to flash out of the Bel'Veth E. And the Zac does go into passive, but Graves is then able to finish off the kill. Is he going to be able to finish off the kill as well?
Big Ashe ult too.
Yeah, I think the Ashe hit the
Ornn.
Yeah, to secure that kill.
You're somehow like a second ahead. Oh, you know why? It's because I'm watching the Twitch stream. I'm an idiot.
Oh, well, there you go.
I'm like, why are you faster than me? And another engage on the Bel'Veth. Oh.
Wow, how is that not? How is that an execute? Really, you don't get a single point of damage on the Zac during that? Come on, Rihi.
Yeah, I don't know about that. That seems a little sus. He hit his E and everything.
That was a really sus dive, but they got away with it because Rihi didn't press his buttons, I guess. So.
Now he did though. He was in his E, but I think the auto attacks just prioritized the Graves.
Yeah, you might be right. I think because the Graves was squishier. I'm not actually 100% sure on how that prioritization works. Attacks on lowest health enemy. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how that was an execute. I have no idea. But Dragon is up. Looks like both teams are trying to move in position on it. I think IQ definitely has the advantage right now. Their buying is.
They are gonna have Zac before they get Ornn, but the Ornn can TP in, and they have a ward there.
That is true.
That they're waiting to TP on. One sees it though. They should be clearing. Yeah.
Yeah, but one is kind of split at the moment. They do have more people here, but they're kind of split 3 and 2 versus the full 4 here.
Yeah, I think I want to crash that bot wave and give IQ something to respond to versus just go straight into the Drake.
Yeah,
but here comes the Ornn TP. We're gonna see a big Ornn engage here. It looks like. Oh, and Vygar is way up there. Yeah, that's definitely who you wanted on. Oh, and a big Braum ult, and there's the Zac engage. Yes. Oh, you can't escape him. Didn't you know he's the ADC tank?
Oh my god!
Come on.
That damage carry tank with a second life passive that can launch from across the screen. Also, he has no mana for some reason.
What would he need mana for?
Exactly.
He's just busy full healing.
Exactly. Heals a ton, it's unkillable, tons of damage.
Yeah. And see, and that's the difference between last game and this game is they actually have the burst this time to kill someone. They don't have to fight through empowered Karma W's or fucking E's, whatever her shield is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, personal rant moment. I feel like Zac players have to be coordinated to sandbag his win rate, you know? Because, like, I go and look at, I think you see how OP Zac is in the game, and then you go look at some stats website, he's like 52% win rate. I'm like, bullshit, bro. There's no way that Zac loses 48% of the time. What are Zac players doing?
And Ashe is backing in the enemy jungle, apparently.
I think the Sivir just happened to walk right into the Ashe.
Yeah.
Yep. Austin 900 IQ dives and wins. I mean that's Zach for you. Yep.
Yep, that's
And he didn't even build damage. That's the most disgusting part about this. This is a full tank Zach. He didn't even like build a Leandri so you can point it
Why-
and go, oh, he has the Leandris. Of course he does damage. No, this is a. He didn't even build Sunfire. He built Spirit. This is his first item, and he's still one-shot squishies. It's so disgusting.
yep. You maximize your damage by standing on them and never dying. So
I mean, look at this.
I like it.
8% max HP, and it's up like every second.
yeah.
Riot, please, God. Like, I can't. I hate Zach so much. Easily top 5 champions I hate the most in this game.
Yeah.
But anyway, enough ranting about
And
Zach.
Vivian very big, very fed.
Yes, very fed on the Graves.
Lots of damage coming out of that
You
Graves.
gotta be careful with that 1,000 gold shutdown, but well, okay, 950 gold shutdown. But yeah, it looks like they're trying to get a gank here on the Ornn, but it's a great flash by Ornn to dodge both the Braum gank and the Ash arrow. And Ash does have
Yeah,
the
I don't know that the Ash arrow dodge was intentional or,
Yeah,
or
right,
more
right.
of a
It just
side
kind of
effect.
happened. Yeah, it was kind of coincidence, but it worked out for
Yeah.
Yuki there. And Ash, Wandering Monarch does have the fancy gemstone skin on Ash. I'm kind of glad to get a chance to see that.
And I'm pretty sure that gives you what, like 3 bonus AD.
Something like
'cause
that,
it's
yeah.
just-
Classic
it's
pay to
just
win
too
by
cute.
Riot. Oh, and
Yeah.
Braum might be kind of caught out on the
Oh.
side here, although Graves is moving into
Uh-oh.
cover. Oh, and then
See
Ornn
if
is
that
like,
if that
oh
was
my
a
God, what's
Nautilus and not a
happening? There's so many
Braum, that was a
plays.
kill.
Yep, they're kind of kiting.
Oh, we got a Vigar TPing in.
Yep, and they
Ornn's pushed back in and
yeah,
maybe gonna get run down. This
Both-
turret doesn't have a whole lot left.
yeah, both
They're
teams
gonna
are
be able
kinda-
to siege this pretty easily.
And both teams are
And
kinda-
Zac can hold against the Ahri, so there's no danger bot.
I mean, Zach can probably
This
kill
is a-
Ahri, but yeah.
Yeah, well, especially with that Spirit Visage.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this is a good position for one. I'm curious if they try to force a Baron here. As much as I think they're eager for the big comeback and the big win, I think the Baron would be a rather
Baron would be
significant
a pretty
mistake
risky
here.
play at this point. I don't.
Yeah,
think Baron
it's
take is
just
that
much
good
too
yet.
early.
Yeah.
I mean, they are sitting on a 5k gold lead and
True.
3 dragons, but I think that's more reason to not do it.
Yeah, exactly,
Just be
right?
be patient and take your soul and
Yeah, when you're in a
end
really
the
good
game.
spot, there's no need to take risky Barons.
Yeah.
There's no reason to risk a 50-50 smite when you're already in a great
Oh,
spot. Well, Vivian's just gonna get caught out
a
here,
very
but,
split
he
engage
deci-
here.
He decided he wasn't caught because he had Vigar's help. And goes down to the Vigar ulti, and then the rest of IQ is gonna get run
Yeah.
down here.
Now this looks like a
Now
Baron.
they do the Baron because they killed the jungler.
Yeah.
So there you go.
And a couple other people besides.
One needs
Yeah.
4K more gold in the next 4 minutes, or else IQ comes back. You got some interesting theories there, Mr. Jello Destroyer, I have to say.
Yeah, Jello's bringing the hot takes now. I specifically requested them, so I appreciate it. I love the support in the chat.
There you go. And yeah, they are going to get this pretty easily. And Dragon's coming up in 4 seconds too, so we should be able to parlay that into a Dragon's as well.
Well, and Zac can just sit in whatever lane at split push endlessly so that they have to respawn somewhere.
Yep.
And he's got his TP up. He's good to go. Yeah, I hate to disagree, but I don't think they need 4k more gold. I think they've got quite enough.
Plus, they got 2K since we said that too, so they're already halfway there.
Are they living on a prayer, as they say?
I don't think they need a prayer. They've been outplaying them so far. I think they got it under control.
Yeah, it's been a good game, and honestly, I don't think the strategy or the execution changed. I think it's really just the team comp. It's
Plus, I think the really good bans by Team
oh, that's a big baby cage.
Yeah, unfortunately, not able to really follow up on it. And
Yeah,
Zach's-
but
ooh, I
you've
don't know
got
if I like that
Zach
going in by Zach,
zoning.
although.
No, he can sit on
Oh,
that
yeah,
Bel'Veth
I guess
for
it's
ages.
fine. Yeah. It was a little sus
Yeah.
engaged, but I think they're so far ahead it just doesn't matter at all. And the Graves does 10 bajillion damage because he's so big.
Yeah,
You
that's
know, and
that's tough.
I mean, if anything, it's IQ that's living on a prayer right now because they're going to need some divine intervention to come back to this game at this point. Not only are they way behind, I think one less outscaled them too.
Oh yeah.
So,
But
only-
again, I mean, IQ not playing badly, not
No.
making bad decisions or just being dumb. It's just in this case, like they don't have
They weren't able to build
the
quite the-
anti-dive like they had last game, and so they can't survive these big engages.
No. Yep, are we gonna be able to catch out the Sivir here? I mean, she's gonna spell shield something.
Yeah, not quite. Oh,
Well,
unless she steps back up. Yep,
Yeah.
that would do it.
Gets hit.
Oh,
Passes
huge,
off the bar-
huge Braum kill.
Yep, well done,
Executes
Braum.
with the
I
ultimate.
don't know why he
Nicely
threw his ulti
done.
there, but it was very stylish. I'll give him that.
You know what? Sometimes it's about sending a message.
Yep, and
Oh,
Tony's gonna try to get-
engage here from the Ari. Oh, yeah.
This is why you go the Roa on Vygar, so that when you
Yeah.
get hit by that, you're still fine because you have all
And
that
then you
HP.
throw one Q and you win the trade.
Yep.
Oh
See?
my god, look at
and Ari's
this.
going in. He wants to kill, but he has the Seraph Shield as well. Oh, come on, Dunny. Finish him off. Punish his impertinence. There you go. See, now hit it with the ulti. Oh, there
Oh,
you go. It was actually
ulti.
closer than I expected.
it was much closer than I expected, that's
And-
for sure.
and
That Ash
interesting-
arrow scared the shit out of me. I thought
Right?
Vygar was a...
Yeah. Fortunately for Vygar, that's his teammate's ulti, so he's fine.
Yeah, that's a friendly arrow. Friendly.
Not sure what exactly Wandering Monarch was shooting his arrow at there, but it was definitely
Yeah,
very late
it's,
if he was trying
it
to help.
seemed very late and very far from where the fight was originally.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
I mean, it was a long ways off, so I get it. He's, trying to cover the retreat. Didn't quite need the retreat with the Infernal Soul 2k fucking damage
Yeah.
Vygar ult,
And
but
yeah, I mean, and one less did it. They got their 10k gold lead plus some extra. And Vygar catches Sivir out there.
Oh,
Sivir goes down
Lord.
with one shot. Yep.
you gotta love that Vygar outplay button.
Oh yeah. I mean, he puts the cage around you, then presses R on you, and you're basically toast. Yep.
Yeah.
No, I played. I learned something interesting when I was playing Graves against Team USA. You can't get Black Cleaver and an armor pen item at the same time anymore. I did not know that at the time, and it kind of really messed us up in that game because I got Black Cleaver first because they had like Mundo, right? So I'm like, okay, they got heavy tanks. I'll get Black Cleaver on Graves because that's what you do. And then I wanted to get the last Whisper item too, but it doesn't let you anymore.
Huh.
It's a change they made this season
Yeah.
that I did not know about.
And they're just so unintuitive now, because it used to be,
Yeah.
you couldn't build multiple mythics or legendaries or whatever the fuck they're called.
Yeah, there's a
And
lot of
now it's
yeah,
just random items.
yeah.
They say nope, you can only have one of this component.
Yeah, and
Why?
They
I
let
don't
us
know,
do
just
Black Cleaver and Armor Pen for the longest time, and then they just changed it for some reason, and I don't quite know why. It's not like Black Cleaver's so good now they have to prevent them from buying both. Black Cleaver was still kind of garbage, to be honest, and they just buffed it. So
Yeah, and I don't know. It's like armor gets to be, I don't know, immune to the effects of, the way they treat magic damage, right? If you pick 5 AP champions, you just lose the game. But you can pick 5 AD all day and it's no big deal.
yeah, that's just like Rammus and Malphite. And yeah, looks like they're getting engaged off here on the mid lane. It was a decent engage for IQ, but I think they're just way too behind to have any real fighting chance.
Yeah, I think this one's just about got a bow on it.
Yeah, looks like.
And,
assume one's gonna
I mean,
do it.
looking at this game, right, incredibly dominant performance by one. You would not expect the results of the prior game,
Oh, yeah.
where it was very much the opposite direction. But again, I think it's just the team comp.
lot of parity.
They played their strategy. They played it well. They played it well last game as well. But the team comp that IQ brought last game was able to perfectly counter what they were trying to do. I do think the Taric ban and the double support bans round 2 definitely clinched the draft for one.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, they wanted to get those counter engage camps out of there. You know, Seraphine and Taric, that makes sense because you're two of the best counter engage supports in the game, so get them out. And yeah,
I think I would have liked to see a Janna over a Sona,
Yeah.
but again, I don't know what the comfort level on that champion is.
Yeah, I do like Sona as a fallback plan for scaling for late game, but obviously, I mean, barring something truly miraculous for IQ, this game's not going to go late game. So
Yeah, and even then, I mean,
yeah,
Sivir scales and Orange scales, but in this case, like, it's just such a gap. Like,
yeah,
you got about
And if you want evidence that
You got about 90 more minutes of scaling you need before that becomes relevant.
yeah, and if you want any evidence that that grubs are overrated, 6 grubs for IQ absolutely destroyed this game. Grubs do not matter, kids. You win the rest of the map, grubs don't mean a damn thing.
I'm not saying they're meaningless, but I think
Oh,
they're
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
meaningful in the right comp.
They're
And
not,
like
they're
I
not
said,
meaningless
I
at all,
don't
but you
think.
don't have to throw the game to try to get them. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Like,
but they didn't throw. They didn't throw for the grubs.
true, but it's not worth trying to. Yeah, and for some reason, you see how the names are weird.
Yeah.
For some reason, I think maybe these were some of the old summoner names for these accounts, and for whatever reason, using the Spectre client and then going to the post game gives you like the older names. So you can see like
The
Barbie
spaghetti code is spaghettiing.
yeah, see generic random 1, random
Oh
gibberish,
yeah.
Barbie Elegy. Interesting performer name there, Mr. Wandering Monarch. Like, I mean, maybe it's not.
he's
That's just a
he's
total.
been caught. You found him out.
I have no idea if that's actually true that it shows previous names. That's just my guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, fantastic bounce back for one less. They went 1-1 again, as they always seem
Just
to
a
do.
incredibly dominant game too.
Oh yeah,
Very,
I know
very
it was a
impressive.
very tough game too for IQ, but hey, they did get their first win of the season since week 1 in game 1. So, I mean, we felt good when we got our 1 win last week. So the IQ should feel
This
good about.
week, 2 days ago,
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
Well, and honestly, that first game for IQ, I thought was played very well.
Oh yeah,
They
fantastic draft. They
they
played it
definitely
well.
had a great comp, and they did their work in draft to counter one. But I think they also played it very well. I think that was a very cohesive team that showed up.
Absolutely. So,
Definitely great games.
yeah, for sure. Do you have any closing thoughts here before we end the stream?
Who's your player of the series?
Player of the series.
Yeah, I don't know. Let's spice it up a little bit. Let's get crazy in here.
It's hard to say because I feel like obviously like Vivian. I feel like Vivian.
It's hard to shy away from that 11-0. It
It is,
is.
but he also kind of struggled in game 1 on the Sejuani. I feel like he wasn't. Like I feel it's hard to say because both games were so lopsided that it's hard to pick one player that was really stood out in both of them. Maybe we'll give it to
Yeah.
Dunny because he had to sub in to fill big shoes for Vixperion, and he did do very well in game 2 here on Vigar. He looked very proficient at landing those cages and getting blowing people up.
Okay.
I'm down to give it to Dunny because he hasn't played in beer league all season. I think right, or maybe he's subbed at one other point, but obviously
Yeah.
mid's not
I
his
don't I
main
don't
role, and
he's jumping in from the other side of the planet.
jumping in from the other side of
Yeah.
the planet, and he's subbing in
Giving
for
him the good guy award.
and
All right.
arguably subbing for one's best player, depending on whether you feel it's Vixperion or Vivian, or Austin. Wild card on that one.
Yeah,
But
I mean, I do think the Zach pick is what won game 2 for them, but honestly, I would say still got to give it to Vivian. Obviously, the 11-0 is great, but also think about how much of IQ's draft went into trying to prevent Vivian from playing the game and doing well, right? Like,
oh
yeah,
yeah,
I get it. The Sejuani performance was not as stellar, but Sejuani is not a champion that has
yeah.
as much action economy, for lack of a better term, right? If your team is behind, your team is behind. You're not gonna you're not gonna hyper carry on the sedge, and still made a lot of good plays. And then obviously game 2 is a pretty flawless performance all the way around.
Yeah,
So
and Vivian
I
did get banned on both of their main junglers both games, so he kind of had to go.
yeah
Or
yeah
they had to go a little off script, which is
two
great for the
round one
team.
bans both game. I think that alone puts you as a contender for most impactful in the series. So I won't say player of the series, but I'll say most impactful. I'm gonna give it out to Vivian.
Well, there you go. Yeah, I mean I'm fine with that. So,
Yeah.
all right, well, good
Great games
series,
though.
good
Well
games.
played to both teams.
Yep,
Nicely done.
and thank you for being here with me to help cast this.
It was a pleasure and a privilege.
Oh, thank you, thank you. All right, and I might be back for the next series in a little bit later tonight. I have not fully figured that out yet. I might have Nunya Business with me co-casting on that one. I'll have to talk to people and figure that out. So I might be seeing everybody again later. I might not. But you'll know in the beer league Discord if that happens. So, but for now, we are out with IQ versus 1-1 series. Well done, both teams. All right, see you guys later.